Hell yeah. Wyatt begins in like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, welcome to Wyatt, and I'm your host, Wyatt O'Brien Evans. Grr, woof, goddammit, woof, 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 woof. Hi, I said hi to all my YouTubers out there. If you like what you hear and if you like what you see, then click all of them subscribe buttons at the bottoms of all of your screens. And because I knows you loves me, I know you do, give me some likes. And because I always like to know what you are thinking, leave me some feedback. It's greatly appreciated. This edition of Wyatt shines a spotlight on innovative filmmaker Vici Howard. She's the founder and director of Black and Brown Femme Films, or BBFF. She's here to give us a lowdown on BBFF's 2025 Femme Film Festival. So I say, hi, let's find out what it's all about. So, without further ado, Wyatt, I said Wyatt, welcomes Vici Howard, a B&B, a bold and bodacious multi-hyphenate talent. Y'all look, check this out, check this out, check this out. The lady is an independent screenwriter. She's a filmmaker, and she's the founder and director of Black and Brown Femme Films, BBFF. Yes. Now look, I want to be just like her when I grow up. You know what I'm saying? So, Ms. Howard, talk at me. How the hell are ya?
Oh, I love that intro. You make me feel so special. You is smart. You is special. You is important. Thank you. I'm all of that. I have to think about it. Yeah, I guess I am.
Well, first of all, I'm laughing my ass off in my head. But darling, thank you so much for taking the time to stop by Wyatt. I'm nearly speechless with what you just said. I'm not speechless, but right now you caught me off guard. So I gotta be at the top of my game for this conversation here.
You're not going to have any problems. You're doing a fantastic job. I feel so welcome already. Thank you.
Oh. Well, you know what? I feel like this. It should always be a conversation and not an interview.
Yeah, really. Let's do that. Yeah,
two people talking.
Just talking.
Yeah, but let me tell you something though. You are the founder of the Black and Brown Femme Films, BBFF, which is a nonprofit dedicated to uplifting women artists of color and anyone who identifies with the feminine perspective. And next weekend, July 25 and July 26, Black and Brown Films presents its 2025 Femme Film Festival. Now, we're going to do a deep dive into it a little bit later, but for right now, give us a teaser about the festival, Vici, the venue, information, how and where we can get tickets.
Yes, absolutely. BBFF 25. We are going to be at the Logan Center for the Arts, and that's on the University of Chicago campus because we bougie like that. So that's 9:15. It's 915 East 60th Street. It's on the south side of Chicago. It's a 2-day festival. We have 44 films. We started with 41 films on our official selection.
Whoa,
but I'm a big old softie, and I added 3 more. I kept running into filmmakers, and they were like, what about my movie? What about my movie? And I was like, oh, okay. So we added 3 more. So 44 films. We have like over from 30 countries around the world.
Whoa.
We have
Oh.
two panelists, industry panelists. One is on distribution. I am so proud of the one that's on distribution because filmmakers can never get enough information on how to
Mhm.
distribute, especially filmmakers of color. They really need
Right.
that because we're so marginalized. So we
Mhm.
really need to up our game on distribution. And we have a panelist on, we have an intimacy coordinator because for the first time on Friday night, we are doing BBFF at night. We actually got some R-rated films. We got R. I'm like, oh, yeah, I was doing that. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, yeah. Yeah, we have R-rated films, so we have like restricted, like mature audience only. We had to do like the whole warning and everything. And so following that, we're gonna have an intimacy coordinator, and she's gonna tell us how they do those love scenes. So I think that's
Mm.
going to be so much fun, so much fun.
Mm.
Come on to Chicago, Wyatt. Come on, Chicago.
Well, listen, good golly, Miss Molly, I might as well just get my little self on a plane
I think so. I
real
mean,
quick,
don't
so I can roll up in there.
yeah, I think Southwest don't they have their discounts like 20% off discount? Don't get that Southwest ticket. I know you got some points somewhere. Don't use some turn of them points.
Well, I'm gonna have to look and find my points. But that is great. This is wonderful. This is
Thank
great.
you.
Okay, we're gonna talk about BBFF a little bit later in the
Okay,
festival. But what I want to ask you about is this right now.
sure.
You've said that you're especially proud of the word femme, a name chosen with intention. And you've
Mhm.
stated, and I quote, femme means anyone and truly anyone who
Anyone.
identifies with the feminine experience. BBFF is a space where all such voices are welcomed and uplifted, end quote. Let's dig deeper. I love that.
I'm so proud of the Fem. So we're very inclusive, non-binary. So as long as you identify with the feminine perspective, you are
Mhm.
welcome. You could be a girl in a suit or a boy in a dress. I don't care. As long as you identify with that feminine perspective, those are the stories that we're interested in. And my
Ah. Mhm.
child, they actually helped me with the wording. So I will
Okay.
definitely give them credit for that because they are non-binary. Sometimes I'm still working on those pronouns. They are
Mhm.
non-binary, and because originally I was going to call it women, black and brown women, and they're like, and they corrected me, they checked me, and say, "Mom, um, more than." What did they say? Because I wanted to say it the correct way.
Okay.
They said not only do people with vaginas have a feminine perspective,
Right.
and I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
check me.
Mhm.
I'm yeah, because sometimes you don't think about that. So it's just the
Absolutely.
feminine perspective. And you don't have to have the parts to have a feminine perspective. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have
Absolutely.
those biological parts to have a feminine perspective. So fem encompasses anyone, any gender, non whatever. As long as you have that feminine perspective,
Mhm.
you're home with us.
Mm. I like you
Mhm.
even more. I'm telling you.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Girlfriend,
Yes.
girlfriend. Yes, yes, yes.
Hmm.
Oh. Before we proceed, Vici,
Yes.
I want to congratulate you on your recently winning an Esteem Award, which is a freaking big deal. Now, our good friend, Mr. Philip Esteem, the
Yes.
administrator of PrideIndex.com, the influential website, created the honors, and the mission of the Esteem Awards is to promote fair, accurate, and positive images of Black, indigenous, and people of color and LGBTQ plus communities, including their allies. So
Yes.
give us a 411 on that award. And
Oh
how
my
did it
God.
make you feel?
You know what? Let me tell you, when you see award shows, the Oscars or whatever, and they say, what do they always say? I'm just so honored. I'm just so honored to be nominated. It's true. You're like, me? Like you thought of me? Because sometimes you don't realize if you're actually making an impact. There
Right.
are times, Wyatt, where I'm like, I question myself about once and like, Vici, what the hell
Yeah.
are you doing?
I get
Like,
it.
what are you doing? Am I making a
I
difference?
get it.
Am I making an impact? Like, is
Right.
this, should I just go and, buy a ticket to Costa Rica and forget about it? Go live my best life on the beach somewhere. And feel when I had one of those moments when I was like really doubting it and I'm looking at
Yeah.
that, looking at the business bank account and I'm like, you know.
I know. I know.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah.
And Phil reached out and said, "Congratulations." I'm like, "Oh my God, thank you so much." It was such a beautiful thing. It really did. I like, yeah, I had a little tear there. It was a beautiful thing. I felt really wonderful receiving that, being nominated.
So now, what's the title of the award?
Oh, you want to see it? Hold on for a minute. It's right
Yes.
here. Yeah, let me see. Let me show you.
Yes. Let's see this.
Yes, let me show you. See, I have it right there. Okay, you see? Okay, it
Uh-huh.
says the Black and Brown Femme Film Festival, artistic expression. Artistic expression. And isn't it so pretty?
Oh.
Look how beautiful.
It's pretty. It's so pretty.
Like he really put some thought into the creation of that. That's
Yeah.
beautiful that he did that. Yeah, artistic expression, spelled my name right and got everything right and everything. Like he took his time. Like he was good about that. Thank you,
Mm.
Phil. Thank you, Phil. It made me very happy. Made me very happy.
Well, you
Hmm.
know what? You richly deserve that award. So again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah. Makes me
Mm,
happy.
mm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I need to make room for other ones. I'm like, okay, this one's in the middle. No, okay, I make room for let's manifest more. Let's help the community. Let's make the community
Absolutely.
brighter and more inclusive and for everyone. So
Okay.
definitely.
All right, now it's time to travel down the quarters of time so that our Wyatt audience can learn
Okay.
all about your backstory because we hear Wyatt are nosy like that. So
Okay.
are you ready?
Oh yeah, I'll tell everything. I can't hold water.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
in that case, where were you born and raised?
I was born in Chicago, Illinois, and I was raised on the South Side.
All right.
South Side, South
All
Side of
right.
Chicago. Hmm.
So you're a Chi-Town girl, huh?
I am a Chi-Town girl. I was raised by my my paternal grandparents.
Oh, okay.
And I really honor them. Like so many Chicagoans, they
Uh-huh.
have the migrant story, come from down
Right.
south,
Mhm.
starting over, very, very humble beginnings.
Right.
I always tell my kids, and this is one thing that I learned from my grandparents. It's not about money and finances. It's not what you make is what you keep, right? Because my grandfather, he parked cars. He was a valet. He parked
Okay.
cars downtown Chicago, the Drake Hotel, all the fancy hotels. He parked cars, right? And my grandmother, she was a housewife. So he'd come home. You know those blue velvet Crown Royal whiskey bags, Crown Royal. Back in the day, the
Yeah.
Crown Royal would come in a blue bag or something. I'm really
Right.
showing my age, but those Crown Royal, it was a blue Crown Royal bag, and he would put his tips in there. And back then it was just,
Oh,
quarters and nickels. And see, kids don't know about the half dollar Kennedy halves and the Eisenhower
right.
dollars. They don't know about that, right? And so he would bring it home, and they were truly partners. Whereas he would hand over this satchel of money to her. Okay.
Wow.
And Yeah, and one of our chores, because I
Okay.
was my uncle, who I used to call my brother, but he's my uncle because he was only like 4 years. He was a late baby, so he was only four
Right.
years older than me. And one of our chores was to take the quarters and to roll them in brown little pieces of brown paper, and we would roll them. And my grandmother, every Thursday, she would go downtown to the bank, and she would take those rolls of quarters to the bank and deposit them.
Okay.
And so with money that he earned as a valet, they bought a two flat building. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Amazing.
Yes, they bought a two flat building, two flat buildings, actually two of them. Because they saved like that, and they had that value of $1, and they put us through Catholic school, and it
Get
was
out of here.
amazing to me how they would make $1 stretch. And to this day, I don't understand how my grandmother fed four people off of one can of Hormel chili. Like, how do you do that? And we be full. Like, how did that happen? How did that happen? But I learned so much from them about not being wasteful, not wasting money, not wasting food, not wasting clothes. Like, they really had an appreciation for whatever you have, you take care of it. Don't be
Mm-hmm.
wasteful. Don't throw stuff away. Don't waste food. Don't wait. So
Mm.
yeah, they gave me a really good upbringing, and I think that's because they grew up during the Depression. So they have those Depression stories. So everything mattered. Every cent counts. Every grain of rice count. Like, they didn't throw anything away. So that was a good upbringing. Yeah.
So they were part of the Great Migration,
Oh
right?
yes.
From the
Hmm.
30s, people
The
from the
Great
South.
Migration. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I think she said they came to Chicago in 42. I
that was
think they
part
came
of,
in
yeah.
40. Yeah, I think they came in 42, and they settled in Bronzeville, and
Wow.
stayed at the boarding houses, like the whole thing. That was a wild time. That was a wonderful time for Black people standing up and say, you know what, no more. We want
Exactly.
something better. No more. We're done with this. We're done getting our asses beat. We're done working for nothing or working like slaves, basically. Like, we're done. And so they forged a new path, and they started from scratch, and they started over, and they couldn't have done that without with the community, like the
Hmm.
Black community back. Like, oh my God, how they uplifted one another and took care of one another, and everyone on our block, all the Black people, everyone on our block was part of that great migration. And we were truly a community. Like, I knew all the neighbors, and it's like, oh, Mr. Nelson and Miss Miller and Mr. You knew everybody. And if someone was sick, go
Hmm.
take so and so chicken soup and garden, vegetables in the garden. Everyone shared. Like, it was truly, truly a community. And you
We,
don't realize that until you know how you kind of take it for granted as you're a
hmm
kid, and then you have your own family. You're like, huh, okay, and like, you don't even talk to your neighbors from one year to the next. You're like, okay, I had a community, you
Well, you know
know.
what? We so sorely need that sense of community today. Here's a
Absolutely.
question. Here's a
Sure.
question. Here's a question that I love to ask my guests. What was Vici like as a wee little girl? Give us like three characteristics, attributes that best describe you.
Oh my good, three. I have to come up with three. Um, I was creative. Was very creative. I was kind of a loner. I was kind of a loner, and I don't know, creative again. I don't know. I spent a lot of time to myself. Like, one thing
Mhm.
I did, I would make forts all over the house. I would
Really?
just get bed sheets, and I just wanted to be alone. So I would be under a desk, under a table, and I'd be with
What?
my little coloring book. I know. It'd be my coloring books and creating. I was creating stories and make believe and talking to myself. I talk to
Wait a
myself
minute.
all damn day.
Wait a minute. Wait, you were like the classic actress Greta Garbo. I just want to be alone. I just want to be
Yes,
alone.
I
Oh, okay.
know. I was my best friend. I was my best company.
Mm,
So I'd be under the
okay.
table. Like, where Vici at? She under the table. She under the desk. Just lift up the sheet. There I am. I have my little dolls, my crayons, my paper, my coloring books. Yeah, just la 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 la. Just living, just just in my own
Oh,
head. And you know what? And I
girl,
still do
what's
this to
that?
this day. To this day, I'm like that.
Girl, I'm scared of you.
Now
Yeah.
I'm not living under a table. So now my fort is like my child's ex bedroom. I turned, but this is like my space. Like I was like, yeah, because my therapist, because black people need to go therapy. So my therapist, she was like, so your office is your fort. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh,
all right, good therapist. You earned that $150 an hour. Yeah, just tell me that. But yeah, yeah, some things don't change.
you know what? Let me tell you something. I have a confession to make. I can't keep up with you
What?
in this. I cannot keep up with you in this interview. I'm telling
All right,
you.
let me stop. Let me stop.
No, no, no,
Let me
no,
tell me to
no.
be
You be
quiet now.
listen. No, you do you. I'm just like okay, no. But
I
any
know. I'm probably telling
no,
way
no,
too
no,
TMI, TMI. That's what your editor
no.
is for.
No, you just tell us everything, baby. I'll even write your biography if you.
Okay, but
Look, we
yeah,
get.
that's what I was like as a child. I was a loner. I was a creative loner. Always writing books and plays and yeah. Uh, yeah, I
Okay.
was a loner.
All
I
right.
knew that I wanted to. Isn't this crazy?
Mm.
Um, Let me tell you, when I would get the Chicago Sun Times and the Chicago Tribune,
Okay.
I was. Let me tell you how weird this is. I was looking up real estate when I was like 8 years old.
What?
I was looking up real estate and I was like, I'm gonna buy this house. And I would just circle the houses. I'm gonna buy this house. I'm gonna buy this house because they would put it in the newspaper, the houses that were for sale. And I'm saying, I'm gonna have me a big old house. And I want me a 4-bedroom house. And I would circle all the houses. I was like 8, 9 years old looking at real estate up under my dining room table.
You were a mogul in training, baby.
That was my fun thing. That was my fun thing, looking up real estate.
All right now. Okay. Let's
Mhm.
let's fast forward. Now you attended Columbia College Chicago.
I did.
What degree did you earn and how did that experience impact you and shape you into who you are today?
Oh my God. I always said that 3 years, because I transferred. I
Oh, okay.
originally went to the city colleges. It was called Loop College back then. I think it's called Harold Washington now.
Okay.
So when I graduated high school, because I couldn't get into any universities. I didn't get into
Listen,
any.
you were too busy selecting real estate. I get it.
I know. I'm like,
You know.
SATs, what's
Right.
that? ACT test. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I got. I think I got credit for writing my name on the ACT test. So that's a whole nother. Yeah. So anyway, so I didn't get into any universities. So I went to. So my grandmother's like, "Girl, take your behind to that city college." So I went to. I went to Luke College, and then I
Okay.
transferred over to Columbia.
Okay.
'Cause I didn't know that I wanted to be a filmmaker. I said, I just want to. I just knew I liked movies.
Okay.
That's I just
Okay.
knew I didn't know that there's oh my God, there's so many different parts to filmmaking. I just like I want to make movies. I didn't know that okay, there's the writer, director, the producer, the lighting, the gaffer. Like I didn't know it was all of that. I just wanted to make movies. I write stories and I want to see them on screen. That's what I want to do. So yeah,
Ah,
so I went to
uh,
Columbia. That was a beautiful, wonderful 3 years. Now get this, Wyatt. I was one of three black people in the film department at Columbia College.
Get out of here.
It's three of us, three lonely ass Black people walking around Columbia, Columbia College. But they were really cool though. Like you know how they say, that's some good white folks. They were really cool. Like they're. I didn't experience any kind of racism or any, like, they
Well,
were
that's
real cool.
good.
Maybe because they were artists and they probably had a different kind of mentality or something like that. But we were just all
Right.
like artists and emo and like that. So yeah, even though, but I will tell you one one experience we had
Mhm.
that was kind of suspect.
Uh-oh.
Um, there we did I forget what's it's like the history of cinema or something like that. It's
Mhm.
history of cinema class, and for the Black film that we studied, guess what we studied? Out of
Shaft.
all the
Shaft.
48 hours.
Get out of here.
48 hours
You mean with
was
Eddie
uh,
Murphy and
Eddie Murphy. 48 hours was the Black history, was the one Black film that we studied in history. And
Eddie
the Black
Murphy,
film
Nick
was like,
Nolte. I'm sorry.
not
Say the
Sidney Poitier, not, like all the all the other films that you could have chosen. 48 hours. That's what you chose.
I guess because Nick Nolte was in it and it wasn't all black.
I don't know. And so I remember me and another Black, it was me and another Black girl that was in the film department. We
Oh,
was in that class, and we approached the professor and we was
yeah.
like, what is this about? And we literally gave him a list of other films that they could have chose. Like anything with Cicely Tyson,
Right.
anything with Sidney Poitier. Like, come on, and you're choosing, 48 hours. And I'm not taking anything away from Eddie or anything like that, but it's like,
Right.
come on. If you just put a little more thought into it, you could have come up with so many other better representations of Black film or Black
And
cinema.
and the thing about 48 Hours is Nick Nolte, the white guy, was the lead. Eddie was the supporting
Yes. Yeah.
because I think that was his first movie. So I know Nick
Okay.
Nolte was the lead and Eddie was the,
Yes, he was the sidekick.
right,
He
second on
was
the
he was
call
like a
sheet.
he was a smart ass sidekick. But that was the Black cinema that we're studying. So that was probably the only thing where we were like,
Right.
but that was from the faculty. But as far as the students, yeah, we were all cool. They were all accepting and stuff like that. So I had a really wonderful experience at Columbia College. You know who I went to? You know who was in my class? One of the other Black kids that was in my class. Um, George Tillman of Soul Food.
Get out, really?
We were in class together. He was a classmate. And let me tell you, we were seniors together. And he asked me, I'm like, oh my gosh, Wyatt. Like sometimes if you just can have a crystal ball and see into the future,
Uh-huh.
you would just make different choices. So
Right.
George asked me, we had to do our senior project. And
Uh-huh.
he asked me, say, so Vici, are you available to help me with my project or to PA with me or whatever? I'm like, dude, I got to make my own movie. Now, if I knew George Tillman from Columbia College was going to be George Tillman,
You would have
I
had
was
a
like, I will
whole
make the time.
you would have made the time.
I would have made the time.
But see, you never know though.
You
You
never
just
know.
you just
You
never
never
know.
know. But that was
Hmm.
an important lesson that I learned is always treat people as if, always treat people with that respect. Always treat people as if they're already a celebrity because you just
Right.
never damn know when you have to come back and be like, hello. Hello.
Remember me? I didn't have
Remember
time to help you
me.
with your project. I'm so
Hello.
sorry.
Yeah.
Do you have some work for me?
See?
I'll
Yeah.
help you now.
Exactly. So that was a
You didn't
very
know.
valuable lesson. Like never underestimate anyone. Don't ever
Yes.
underestimate anyone. Because somebody that you
Mhm.
think today is at your feet could be above you in a year or 2 years. So
And
yeah.
I'll say this, and I can, and this could be for a whole nother episode.
Right.
Too many of us black folks do that.
It's
You
a
know,
crab in a barrel mentality.
exactly, exactly,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now let's fast forward because it's 2022. You've created
2022.
Black 2022, and you've
Yes.
created Black and Brown Femme Films, BBFF. There's a compelling story behind its birth, Vici, and it also demonstrates your persistence and your stick to itiveness. So let's talk about that.
That's so important. If anyone takes anything from, listening to our interview is don't give up. You have to stick with it.
Uh-huh.
Any kind of project, any kind of, business or whatever, like you just really have to stick with it and give it that time. But okay, what had happened was I um I co-wrote a script, and it was
Okay.
called 11 Hours.
Oh,
And that script got accepted, was a finalist at Urban World Film Festival back in, I think that was 2022, twenty
okay.
twenty two. And so, I'm like, okay, I'm an alumni, right? I'm an Urban World alumni. So let me go make a movie. So I made a short, and I'm like, I'm going to get into urban world, like in my mind, like I'm an alum, I'm about to get into urban world was like, no, not so fast, no you're not, no you're not, no. So we got rejected. I got rejected from urban world. So
Oh,
it was a 21-minute film, and so it was rejected by urban world. And so after I yeah, cried a little tear and went, I said, okay, let me just keep going. Let me just go and just keep applying. So
uh-huh.
probably what a lot of people who aren't a part of the film industry or film festivals or filmmakers, maybe they don't understand. When you submit your film to a film festival, you have to pay a submission fee.
Right.
And
Right.
it could be $25, $50, 90. If it's late, then it's $90, 75. Like you have to pay submission fees to enter into these festivals. There's no guarantee that you're going to get into this festival. So I didn't realize that. I don't know how long did it take me before I realized I had paid $750 in submission fees in over 20 film festivals and didn't get into one.
Oh,
Not one.
oh no.
Wyatt, not
Oh,
one.
oh, that
I was
hurts.
so mad. I was I was hella
Hmm.
mad.
Oh yeah.
Now, because I spent money
Yeah.
making this movie. This was self-financed, and I'm a substitute teacher. Like that's my day job. So
Ouch.
$750 for a substitute teacher. Now, come on now.
Yeah.
It's almost like a 2 week paycheck because you're not working every day. You just work when they need you. So I just
Hmm.
said, did I just give a whole paycheck away and have nothing to show for it?
Ooh. Okay.
They're out, right? So, okay, my child told me, do not bring up Tyler Perry. He said, Mom, whatever you do, don't bring up Tyler Perry. Don't bring up Tyler Perry. I saw a Tyler Perry interview. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, boo boo. Mama gonna bring up Tyler Perry. I saw a
Tyler
Tyler Perry
Perry.
interview. Huh?
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry. I don't
Tyler
read Tyler Perry.
Perry. Okay, go
I
ahead.
saw a Tyler Perry interview where
Okay.
he said he was rejected with all of his theater and stuff. Like he was rejected by so
Uh-huh.
many, by the industry. So
Hmm.
he decided to take it on the road, kind of following, the chilling
Right.
circuit back in the day. He's like, I'm just going to rent out the theater and I'm just going to do it myself. And I was
Absolutely.
like, okay, I think I'm going to try that.
Hmm.
So I did. So I went to, I said, I'm going to rent out a theater because there's no way I just spent
Oh.
$7,000. I'm like, I was mad as hell. See, I was in my feelings. I wouldn't think about nobody else. I'm gonna be honest with you, Wyatt. I
You
wouldn't think about
spent
nobody else.
you spent how much?
$7,000 on my film. Seven
Yeah.
thousand of my substitute teaching job money on that film. And I was like, I want my damn money back. I want every cent back. I want every penny back. I want my money back. And in my mind, I was like, okay, I'm just going to four wall. And for people who aren't in filmmaking, four walling is where you rent out the theater. A
Right.
filmmaker can rent out the theater and you just show your film and sell your tickets that and sell your own damn ticket. So it's a form of self-distribution. So I
Absolutely.
called around, and the least expensive theater was Music Box. Music Box Theater. They had
Okay.
a 75-seat theater for $500. And I
Okay.
said, I'll take it. Let's
Right
do
on.
it. I'll take it. And I was like, okay, well, I can't show a 21-minute film and that's it, because we had 3 hours for the theater. I said, I need to make it at least a feature length, like an hour and a half. So I put out
Oh.
a SOS to, I think it was on Facebook, and some women was like, oh yeah, women of color.
Mhm.
It was like, oh yeah, I have a movie. I have a movie. I have a movie. I have a movie. And so I watched, I think we had 9 submissions all together, 9 submissions. And out of those 9 submissions, I chose the best 5.
Mhm.
And so we had a showcase. And I was like,
Oh.
and it was sold out, Wyatt. It was standing room
Smart.
only. This was standing room on. And this is where I didn't know how Eventbrite worked. And I just put unlimited tickets. I didn't set the seating, the tickets for like 75. I just said unlimited. And so people were like standing up, and I was like, did I just start a film festival? I
Well,
think
and
I just started a film festival.
how much did you sell the tickets for?
Oh my God, don't give me a line. I think it was like $15.
Okay.
I think it was maybe 15 or $20, because I have definitely learned like $20 is even too much. So
Right.
I think it was like, it was between 15 to $20. Don't give me a line, but it's between 15 to $20 that we sold those tickets for. And it was standing room only. And we got people off of the street. We had people off of the street, because what Music Box did, they had the little chalk board thing that you put, that you
Mhm.
can write what the movie of the day is, and they put that in the sidewalk. So
Okay.
we were getting people coming in, and then we got people from the other theaters. They were coming in, and I looked. I'm like, oh my God, people are standing up, and people. I'm like, oh my God, did I just start a film
Yeah, you
festival?
did. That was a brilliant idea,
But
Vici.
but it wasn't about a film festival. It was about
But
me being in my feelings. I
right,
was just in my feelings.
but look what it turned out to be. That's
I
really
know.
you just never know.
Never know. Like me being sad, boo hoo hoo, turn into something, more altruistic. I wouldn't think about nobody else. I can't say, but I wasn't thinking about that. I was
You
just
just want
thinking
your
like I
money
made it.
back.
I was like, I just want my damn money back. I want my $7,000 back. Or no, my $7,750. I just want my money back. Back. And then I started getting emails from other filmmakers, other women of color filmmakers, like,
Right.
oh, I missed the showcase, and can you look at my movie? Do you mind looking at my movie? What do you think? And I'm like, oh my God, now my email is like, I have all these women who want to be a part of this. And I was like, I just started a film
Yeah, you
festival.
did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, so we went from, I think it was like maybe six or seven films for the
Uh-huh.
first one, the first showcase, and then the following year, 2024, it was 23 films, and
Right.
this year, 44 films.
That
44, and
is,
that's our story. That's our
you know
story.
what? In all seriousness, your story is so inspiring, and
Mhm.
it shows that if you really want something
Yeah,
bad enough,
yeah,
it could happen.
yeah.
If
Oh,
you really
that's
believe in
absolutely
something,
true. Yeah. And like you said before at the beginning, that stick with itness, like you just can't give up. Like, what if I was like, oh, let me just take it as a loss? So okay, I lost
Mhm.
$7,000 on my movie. I lost $750. Let me just go back to work and boo hoo hoo.
Yeah,
Yeah. So what they say, turning lemons into lemonade.
absolutely.
Or sometimes, and I tell my kids this all the time. I said sometimes the bad thing is really a good thing in disguise, and you don't know until that
You
good
don't
thing
know.
happens. You're like, oh my god, yeah, yeah. I hear that all the time. You were right. Yeah, the bad thing is really a good thing in disguise. You just have to believe
Wow.
it, and go with it. Yeah, that's my story. That's the BBFF birth story.
Well, Ms. Howard, tell us everything we need to know about this year's film festival.
Okay. I said we have 44 films from all over the world. All over the world.
Wow.
Let me tell you something that's really interesting, Wyatt. You know who
Okay.
our biggest contributors are? You wouldn't be so. Who do you
Mm-mm.
think our biggest contributor? What country contributes most to our number one contributor outside of the United States? I bet you're not going to guess.
Mm-mm. I can't. Mm-mm.
Iran.
Who?
Iran. Iran. Iran.
Iran? The country
I'm like,
Iran?
what is going on in Iran? They are our number
That's,
one contributors outside of the United States. Our film submissions are from Iran. And
get
it
out of
just
here.
like, yeah, it's crazy. So the list is Iran, okay, the United States, Iran, and
Hmm.
Brazil. Those are our number one control, and then everyone else kind of trickles down. We have the Philippines and Europe and stuff like that. But yeah, Iran and Brazil, they are our number one submissions, and it just
Do
makes
you
me
have,
think like there's so many stories that need to be told, and sadly,
yeah?
it's all about war. It's all about war, women in war and surviving war. So this year we curated three. Three films are
Hmm.
from Iran, and they are absolutely beautiful, stunning films. And it gives us a window into what's going on in the other side of the world outside of what you see on the freaking news. Because
Well,
I feel like our only relationship to Iran is what you see on the evening news. You know,
absolutely.
so these film festivals gives us an eye into what it's like being, a woman in Iran living in war torn. It's absolutely fascinating. And I know I've totally gone off from what you told what you
No,
told me to
no,
talk
no,
about,
no.
but yeah.
No, this is really important. Let me ask you, what are the submission requirements? I'm
Oh,
interested
okay.
in that.
I'm so glad you said that. We are because I was in my feelings, and I turned myself being in my feelings into a gift to other people. We don't charge submission fees. We will
Hmm.
not charge a submission fee for our filmmakers. The only required, because I understand, because I'm on the other side, and
Hmm.
sometimes you need that $50. So we're not going to charge a submission fee. The only requirement, it has to be a very well crafted film. Like, don't send me garbage. And I will tell you, like, that first
Right.
year when we opened it up, people were sending me their TikToks, and I was like, come on now. Don't be sending me your TikToks. So they got the memo. So beautifully crafted films, because now, yeah, because it's no submission fees, it's very competitive. It's very, very competitive because we're only
Okay.
screening tens. Like our submission, our judging, like you have to be a 10 to get, you have to score tens across the board to be part of the festival. So
Okay.
yeah, because we received 394 submissions. And out of 394, we got it down to 41. And remember, I told you I'm a big old softie, so I added three more. Added three more. But yeah, so 20 minutes or less.
Okay.
A very well crafted film. It
Okay.
has to empower a femme and identifying person of color.
Okay.
They have to be empowered. So we're not looking for, where they center abuse or, where they make, their boyfriend the center. They're crying because they have a broken heart. So no, it has to be empowering. At the end of the day, the woman, we want our audience to feel empowered, not feel, so we're not doing any baby daddy films and I'm gonna fight you, like none of that. We're on a mission to
Gotcha.
empower.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Empower. Empower.
Empower. I tell you, sometimes like the first, like 2023, oh my God, I guess I received so many, two women in love with the same man. And I'm like, no, we're not doing, no. There's a place for that. But that's
You're
not,
not,
this is that
listen,
audience.
you're not doing Tubi stuff. You're not doing that kind of
Wait,
stuff.
don't be talking about Tubi now. Tubi has come up. Tubi has come up in the world. Let me tell you, Tubi has come up. Actually, we're having. I'm glad you brought that up. That was a very good segue. I see what you did, Wyatt. We're having a panel discussion on how to get your work on the Tubi. If you want to go to Tubi, we're going to teach you how to
Really?
do that. Yeah, because there's a whole process on how to get to
Wow.
Tubi. And some people like, okay, like you have a movie and okay, now you've exhausted the film festivals and you don't get a
Right.
distribution deal. Like, what do you do next? You want your film is just going to live forever in your laptop. So
Mhm.
we're going to teach you how to submit your material to Tubi, and so
Ah,
we have our panelist. Her name is Cookie Hughes.
yeah.
She has some good stuff on Tubi, so
Mhm.
she knows the process. So
Right.
yeah, and then also for distribution we have Marissa Liquid. Oh my gosh, she has a distribution story where she's going to teach how to not get taken advantage of when you do get that distribution deal. How to read the fine
Wonderful.
print. Yeah, how to read the fine print.
Oh.
When you get the contract, you know what you're looking for. Make sure
Mhm.
that they're not cheating you out of your royalties, and
Mhm.
and she's going to teach you how to be more aware what language to look for, so you're
Right.
not giving your film away. So we have
Oh, that's
some
important.
really good panelists.
This is awesome, everybody.
Thank you. Yeah, see, after this, you want to go get those
Yeah.
Southwest points, ain't you?
Yes. Yes, I want all them points. I'm gonna use all them points. Let me ask you this. What's the salient reason that Black and Brown Femme Films 2025 Femme Film Festival is essential to creatives and for the community in general?
Yeah, it's because representation matters. And we don't see ourselves enough. We're
Right.
not centered. We're the sidekick. We elevate the white character, but rarely are we centered. So,
Right.
and that's why I even opened it up to not just cis women,
Okay.
because there's a whole story within the LGBTQ plus community of film identifying, non-binary. Like there's a whole story there. There's stories. It's all about representation. It's when you see yourself on screen, when you see yourself on television and media, that means something.
Mhm.
It means something.
It means
So
everything. Mhm.
it really, really does. Like you and I, we grew up in that generation where, we rarely saw one another. We
Exactly.
rarely saw ourselves. What we see, and then Flip Wilson, we're like, oh my God, young folks don't know who that is. We run to the
Mhm.
TV, Gladys Knight. Oh my God, it was on Lawrence Book. Oh my God. you know,
Mhm. You are so true. That is, you're so
right?
right. You are
Sanford and
so
Son. It's like, oh
right.
my God,
Oh my
black
God. Black
people,
People TV.
black people on TV. So, sometimes we like, oh, entertainment, blah, 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 but it's not just entertainment. It's
It's not.
part of that representation is part of your self-worth almost.
Yes, absolutely.
It
Yes.
is.
I,
Part of it shows
mhm.
that, oh, you matter. I matter. There's someone else that lives like me, that looks like me, that acts like me, that talks like me. So yeah, that's very, very important for BBF. And it helps bridge that black and brown gap. Because we got, you know, our communities, there's a gap. So I want to bridge that gap. That's the next thing that we're really working on is kind of bridging that sisterhood. Because one thing I did learn from last year, and it didn't make me very happy, and I'll be honest with you. So all
Okay.
the films of Black and Brown, I was able
Uh-huh.
to get them out. So they came to the theaters, but it was lunchroom mentality. So the black people are sitting over here, the Asian people are sitting over here, the Hispanics are sitting over here. And I'm like,
Segregated.
no. It's like we're segregated together. Like, no, that's not what we're trying
Mm.
to do. So
No,
that's
no.
work. That we need to work on that, like seriously. And I'm thinking
Yeah.
of like we need to like maybe next year we need to do like a potluck. So because there's this distrust, there's still a
Right.
distrust. So
Mhm.
so now I'm thinking, okay, how can we really bridge the gap? We have the film festival, that's cool, but we want
Mhm.
everyone to talk to one another and engage with one
Mm.
another, and so working on that. Yeah.
Well, how do us grown folk connect with you, follow you, contact you? Give us all of your social media.
Okay, my social media. I'm bigger on Instagram. Like I'm more on Instagram. Everybody say, "Girl, you need to do everything else." Okay, but Instagram, BBF films.org on Instagram. And that's the name of our website and that's the name of our email. So BBF Films. So all of that. You'll find us
Uh-huh.
on Instagram and our let's see what else. Instagram and Facebook. Um see TikTok. Ooh, I need to work on that. Yeah, I
Listen,
have one,
you
but
you and
it's
me both.
lagging. It's lagging.
Uh-huh.
It's too many of them, right?
Yeah, sometimes it makes your head spin.
Oh my God, I need a social media person like yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but bbffilms.org is where you can find us.
Now, Vici, once again, tell us the name of your event, when it's going to happen, the venue, anything else you want to say about it.
Yeah, so it's called Black and Brown Femme Film Festival. And it's July 25th and the 26th at the Logan Center for the Arts. And that's at the University of Chicago campus, 915 East 60th Street. Friday, we're going to start at 4 o'clock p.m. because, people won't get up early. People got work and stuff on Friday.
Right.
Saturday, we're starting at 1. And yeah, so we have discounted passes. So if you're a student, you get a discount. If you're a senior, you get a discount. Low income, you get a discount. The 2-day all access passes are only $40. So we kept everything. Everything manageable and affordable. You have no excuse not to come to this film festival that represents us. Because one thing we want to do, if we have an entire film festival representing the community, we want that community to be able to have access to it. So
Uh-huh.
no $150 passes here. $40. $40.
Give us their website again for more information.
Yes, bbffilms.org. That's our website and our Instagram
Uh-huh.
and our Facebook. So it's all the same thing. So same name for everything. Yeah, bbffilms.org.
Now, y'all, let me tell you something. You make
Is
sure,
that how I sound?
let me tell you something. Make sure you attend the Black and Brown Femme Films 2025 Femme
Yes,
Film Festival because it's going to be a worthwhile and winning experience.
absolutely.
Didn't,
Absolutely.
didn't that sound good?
That sounds wonderful. Wyatt, you're wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this.
You know what? As Michael Jackson would say if he were here, oh, Tito, Tito, give me a tissue, Tito, yo, Tito, give me a tissue, Tito.
Give me a tissue, Theo.
Anywho,
Mhm.
Ms. Vici Howard, thank you so much for stopping by. Wyatt, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you so much, Wyatt. You're good people. You're good people. Yeah. Thanks for letting me do this because like your audience don't know. I missed my original appointment and he was sweet enough and kind enough and generous enough to give me a second chance. So thank you, O'Brien Evans. Thank you so much for
Well, you
this.
know what? You're a bad mama jamma, so thank you.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Mm.
Okay, invite me back. Invite me
Oh,
back.
definitely. You have an open invitation to come back.
I would love that. Yeah, I love that. We talk very well together. That's because you just let me talk because I'm long winded and you let me do all the talking. Thank you.
Don't get used to it.
I know, I know, I know.
All right. Mwah.
Mwah.
Yeah. So, y'all, there you have it. You can find the official Wyatt podcast page at WyattEvans.com, the go-to destination for LGBTQ plus news, features, commentary, and entertainment. WyattEvans.com is visited by more than 100 countries on the regular. All I can say to that is, hey, baby. And at WyattEvans.com, you'll find my smoking hot, HAWT hot, Nothing Can Tear Us Apart series of novels. And as you just saw on the top, the newest installment is called Shattered. I said Shattered. And y'all, Shattered is full of action, danger, intrigue, sexually charged situations, passion, and all of the wonderful elements that you're used to in the Nothing Can Tear Us Apart series of novels. So get your new copy of Shattered. Now, you can follow me, your host, Wyatt O'Brien Evans, all across social media, and poof, is right there for you to peruse, like TikTok and Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. And if you have any comments or whatever, you can hit me up at wyattonair@gmail.com. So until next time, y'all, woof, goddammit, woof, 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 woof. I said woof.